Here we go. It's Future Stars of Wrestling right here, YouTube channel time with the Lowdown. How you doing, Rocky T?
I'm doing great, Jack. Glad to be here again for another episode of the Lowdown. You know, we got some big things rocking tonight.
Big boys in the ring. That's right. Big Duke taking on Tyshaun Prince for the Future Stars of Wrestling heavyweight strap. We've got some more action coming up there. Also, what else is on the show there, right?
I think we got Cody, Crash Test Cody.
That's right. One of your favorites right here. CTC, Crash Test Cody, taking on the followings. Jakob Austin Young. Folks, we got some great action. Why don't we just get on to it right now, Rocket?
Let's get there.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the Lowdown. We are ready for a little one-on-one action. Joe DeFalco alongside Disco Inferno. And there he is, representing the following. Jakob Austin Young going one-on-one with your personal favorite, Disco Crash Test Cody.
Why is Crash Test Cody on TV? The Lowdown is a show, with it's a shorter show. And well, what is this? Look, did you see that, Joe? He tried to do the throat slash slide. He accidentally pulled his headgear or whatever that thing was.
Well,
did you see how he's trying to make himself look more intimidating?
I'm looking at it.
Okay, let me ask you a question. When Crash Test Cody comes out with that mask on, are you intimidated? Does he look intimidating?
Well, I know Crash Test Cody, so I'm personally not intimidated. He's a nice guy.
I don't think anybody else is either.
I don't know if he's trying to intimidate the crowd. I don't know if he's trying to intimidate Jakob Austin Young.
I think he's miscasting himself. Okay, I don't think he's I liked Crash Test Cody basically when he understood that he was let's call him the lovable loser.
Yes.
You know, the guy
I've coined that phrase numerous times.
The guy that gave great effort, you know, but we knew that he didn't have a prayer in hell of winning the match. You know, he was far more entertaining in that role. Now he's trying to. It's like trying to be like Stone Cold Cody or something. You know, he's trying to be like this bad. Look at him. He's a badass now.
Well, we've seen some matches in the past. We saw the scramble where they got involved.
What a right hand to start the match off.
And Jakob Austin Young has shown a very vicious side since he has become part of the following.
Let's be honest. No disrespect to Bryce Harper or Jakob Austin Young.
Bryce Harrison?
Excuse me. Bryce Harrison or Jakob Austin Young. But there's not a lot of followers in the following this year.
Not currently.
Okay, how many followers do we have?
At this point, we have Jakob Austin Young.
Just one follower?
That is correct.
Well, then it's really not actually the following. It's the follower, right?
That is correct.
Right. So it's like, I mean.
Maybe he is, you know.
I'm just saying that if these, you know, maybe they're being selective, but if you're looking for followers, you know, I mean, they're not really doing a good job of finding any, aren't they?
I'm not sure how hard they're looking. I believe Bryce put Jakob Austin Young under his wing, and he seems to have been a lot more successful.
Yes, he has.
Since he has cost Jack Manley the No Limits title, and he joined up with Bryce.
I will say this. Maybe people are intimidated by Bryce's intelligence. You know, he's very cerebral, and I would probably say very difficult to get along with because, you know, a lot of times you probably really don't understand what he's talking about.
Yes, he's definitely on an intellect different than many other people.
So his following needs to, like, you need to require like a certain intellectual quotient to be part of the following, right?
I would imagine. I don't know.
It's something very interesting, Joe. Do you know what an idiot is?
Do I know what an idiot is?
What technically speaking is an idiot?
An idiot is somebody who doesn't really know anything.
An idiot is a person with an IQ less than 25. Do you know what a moron is?
I do not know.
A moron is a person whose IQ is between 25 and 50. You know what an imbecile is, Joe?
I know a few.
Okay, well, an imbecile is a person whose IQ is between 50 and 75. Okay? A lot of people that I talk to think that you're an idiot. Okay, and I'm just wondering, like, Joe, what is your IQ? Is it a 0? I mean, because, like, you can sit here and, you know, work at the computer and...
I remember it being over 100. That's all I remember.
That's it?
I don't remember the exact number.
I'm way higher than that, Joe.
I didn't say I was at 100. I said I was above 100.
I would say that, well, I've got I'm not a genius, okay, but I do have a gifted IQ, okay? I'm not going to tell
You're no Raven.
Well, Raven claims that, you know, Raven's more of an idiot. I'd say his IQ is about a 4, okay? But look at this humiliating Crash Test Cody. What do you think Crash Test Cody's IQ is?
I do not know.
Who do you think's got a higher IQ here, Crash Test Cody or Jakob Austin Young?
I'm not sure. I'm going to say Crash Test Cody because he's not stupid enough to follow the footsteps and follow what Bryce Harrison says. Crash Test Cody's a guy who goes out and does things on his own.
Okay.
Win or lose.
Win or lose. What do you think Jakob Austin Young's IQ is? The high?
Not that he's not his IQ. I think he's intelligent in that manner, but maybe street smarts he's lacking.
I'll tell you what. Both of these guys come across as guys that maybe got high grades in school in certain disciplines. That maybe scored high in math. Maybe scored.
Oh,
high
and look at that kick, Disco, right to the face.
Scored high in history, but like probably like Crash Test Cody, probably very poor grade physical education class. Would you agree with that?
That is possible. He's gotten in much better shape now. He was not the most athletically gifted FSW wrestler when we first started in 2009.
I'll tell you what Cody is gifted with. He's gifted with the don't quit gene, okay? And that's the gene of the person that, just doesn't quit, he's been given every reason in his career to quit at any time and just give up wrestling. But what did he do? He stuck with it, didn't he?
That's right, and all of a sudden, something started clicking. He got himself in better shape. He started winning some matches. And again, the fans have always been behind him. But look at this, outsmarted.
Whoa.
Jakob Austin Young right there.
Boy, Jakob Austin Young must be an idiot. He got suckered right in by Crash Test Cody there. What a moron.
And that clothesline just takes Jakob Austin Young down as he was struggling, Crash Test Cody, throughout this match.
And look at how slow this referee's counting. What an imbecile.
He's up to 4 already, Disco.
Well, but he's counting slow, Joe. Ooh. Ooh.
Nice forearm right back by Crash Test Cody. He's saying right to the chin.
Holy smokes.
And that's 3 by Jakob Austin Young. But Crash Test Cody drives him down once again. And a kick to the midsection.
Whoa! What was that?
And face first, this could be it.
It's a reverse
1,
DDT.
2.
No, he did not get him. See, this is where he's making a mistake. He's trying to begging the fans to support him right now. Now he's getting really crazy in there. What's going on?
There's the throat slashing moment.
A tribal scream.
And he was going for the Cody cutter, and he misses. But Jakob Austin Young, he misses with the follow-up. But look at that, knees to the midsection.
Those will always work.
And just throws him down.
Like a rag doll.
He's manhandling Crash Test Cody.
He's pissed right now. He's just tired of at some point during your match, you realize, Jesus, I've been in here for 7-8 minutes with Crash Test Cody. The match isn't over yet. What's going on?
He's been watching some Psycho tapes the way he's just using those
vicious streak we've seen here.
And look at that. He's underneath the apron.
What a brilliant move by Crash Test Cody, huh?
And what is he going to do to get out of it? He is
he's
pounding away, and
he's disappeared.
Under the ring apron. And where's Cody going?
What is he doing? He took him back he's down there in the parking lot, Joe. It's a street fight. Are you kidding me? What on earth is going on here?
And look at this. I hear the referee counting. It's a double count out.
Boy, I bet you $1 million. I've seen wrestling. Oh, wow. I've seen wrestling 100 times. I bet you the next match we see between them is going to be a what?
A street fight?
Whoa,
I don't know, but it looks like maybe flaming tables.
What is he doing?
It looks like lighter fluid.
Lighter fluid? What is lighter fluid doing out there? And what on earth is a lighter doing, Mr. Joe? What is going on here?
And Jakob Austin Young looked like he wanted to set Crash Test Cody on fire.
Well, Crash Test Cody's an idiot that pulled him out there, and he should be set on fire. If Crash Test Cody got set on fire, Joe, would you would you get a fire extinguisher and put him out?
Absolutely. And Crash Test Cody.
Well, he's the idiot that brought him out to the parking lot.
Obviously, that's not Elmer's glue.
No, it's not. I hope that's not what we think it is. I hope this is just a big rib. I mean, was he really going to try to set him on fire?
And Crash Test Cody just can't believe what happened.
What is he doing now?
And he is going after Jakob Austin Young.
Well, if he's this mad at him, you should call the cops or something. I mean, not like.
What are you gonna do about it?
And look at this, the referees, they are taking Crash Test Cody off Jakob Austin Young. In this match, a double countout. This isn't the last we're gonna see of Crash Test Cody and Jakob Austin Young.
Not only do I find the FSW Heavyweight Championship while snooping around for details on our 5th anniversary show here at an eerily empty FSW arena late at night, but I found out details about the main events for May 16th, Sam's Town Live, but I'm not going to tell you about that. You're just going to have to watch next week right here on FSW High Octane. And I gotta tell you, it is huge. I would grab tickets now. I would actually be lined up waiting outside of Sam's Town Live. Just wait for Friday night, May 16th for the biggest event in FSW history. We are turning 5 years old, and championship details next week right here.
You know, it's happy anniversary time right around here, Future Stars of Wrestling, and you all probably think I'm talking about the FS&W. No, I'm talking about Rocky T and Mrs. T. Happy 16th anniversary, right?
I'll tell you what, FSW's anniversary, Rocky T's anniversary, what a party we're gonna have, Jack.
Yes, yes, and I'm sure everybody should be 21 to attend. Very fun times. Matter of fact, anybody can come to our party coming up here right there at Sam's Town. 5th anniversary, May 16th. You got to get your tickets right now. Friday night, it's going to be a blast. Our first Friday night there at Sam's Town. It's that.
Well, you know, Jack, let me stop you because there's a lot more to it. This is 5 years FSW's existence. You know what I'm talking about? 5 long years. You know, a lot of great things happened in 5 years.
Yeah, remember when you got in the ring?
I remember that. You remember that? I had that knee drop move. I don't know who the hell taught me that.
Clear
you know,
the place.
It worked.
Yeah, sure did. Winner.
But listen, not for nothing, you gotta be at the 5th anniversary for sure. Sam's Town, May 16th. You don't wanna miss this one. We got a lot of stuff in store.
That's right. Not only the big 5-year anniversary, but we have a battle royal for you going on that night. Past, present, and future. And fans, I'm just going to give you a couple names, and I'll be doing this for the next couple weeks so you know who's a-coming. Past, present, and future of FSW. 2 names you got to pay attention to. Legacy. Legacy's coming.
One of my favorites, Jack. I'll tell you what, Legacy, it's kind of just what it says. He is a legacy. This guy can wrestle. And you know what? He makes me laugh.
Oh, yeah. And speaking of making you laugh, that's right, the sucker free all day. Leon Hader will be in the house there. It's the 5th year anniversary, our biggest ever. Because it's 5 years, folks. You're a big part of it. Come on down and be a part of it live. Sam's Town, May 16th, Friday night. Get your tickets now.
Very glad to have a couple minutes here with the founder, owner, and acting commissioner of Future Stars of Wrestling, Joe DeFalco. Thank you. It started 5 years ago. A seed was planted. Talk about the beginning of Future Stars of Wrestling.
Well, to be honest with you, Pauly, FSW was really visioned by me maybe 11 or 12 years ago. We started something back in the day called Vegas Extreme Wrestling, and we brought in some really talented wrestlers, Derek Nykirk, who was a former ECW wrestler, Mike Knox, who you remember from WWE and TNA. We had some local talent, Snuka Jr., the list went on and on, Ace Steel, Bison Smith. You know, we brought in some great talent and ran it actually where Rush had a wrestling school. Back in the day. It was probably about 2001. But things just didn't click. Things weren't right. It wasn't the right time to do it. Then 7, 8 years later, the Nevada State Athletic Commission, they decided to deregulate wrestling, and it became a lot easier to be able to go out there and produce a show, and I felt that was the right time. And you know, it took a lot of time and it took a while, and we finally found the Rancho Swap Meet of all places that would let us do a show. And in May of 2009, we ran our first show, and we had 231 people in the building, and we had talent like Derek Nykirk, Kenny King, of course, and the Young Bucks.
Oh, wow.
Were the first group of guys. Even Cyanide and Vintage Dragon, former two-time FSW Tag Team Champions. They were there. So that's when it got started. We proceeded to do another show there, probably in July. We brought Disco Inferno in, and unfortunately there was regulations within the building, couldn't do it, and we had to start all over. And we finally found the silver nugget, and then we kicked things off. We had Superfly Snuka and Snuka Jr., and it helped kickstart FSW, and we ran consistently ever since then, which was in December of 2009, and here we are today. Unbelievable. 5 years in the making, and we are looking forward to a huge event May 16th at Sam's Town, our 5-year anniversary. I am so excited. We got a lot of big surprises, and we got some really great things ready to happen.
Let's talk about some of the international superstars that you are bringing into Future Stars of Wrestling for this event. You have some names?
That is correct. The Dragon Gate champion, Ricochet, Rich Swann, AR Fox. These guys worked with me recently in a company I'm working with, and outside of FSW, and they are 3 of the brightest future stars, and in some places they are stars, and a lot of times, you know, people don't know anybody if they haven't been on TNA, WWE, maybe even Ring of Honor, but these guys are going to tear it up. We have a special match. The Reno Scum is going to take on Swann and Ricochet, which is going to be one of the most exciting tag team matches you are going to see. We're going to have a Rumble match, actually a Battle Royal. It's going to be the past, present, and future stars. So we're going to have some of our brightest young students mixed in with the talent that we use in FSW today. And then we're going to pop in some names from the past. And people are going to be pleasantly surprised to see some people come on back and one night only make an appearance here in FSW.
Very controversial to have some past superstars come back to Future Stars of Wrestling. I'm sure. I cannot wait. May 16th, Sam's Town Live. This is a special Friday night show, 7:30 p.m. When Friday night and FSW come together, anything can happen.
You know, I'm really excited about it. And the funny thing is, you know, I really do like and get along very well with almost every single person in FSW. And there's some people that we've had issues with in the past. And you're going to see some of those people that I may have had some issues with, because it's not about me, it's not about them, it's about giving the fans everything. You know, if it wasn't for the fans, FSW wouldn't be where it is today. You know, if it wasn't for me, Rocky T wouldn't be where he is today. So on May 16th, we're going to get the opportunity and give the opportunity, and you never know, some of those old faces may become new again.
Look what Joe DeFalco is accomplishing in Future Stars of Wrestling, not only as the founder, the owner, but in his short time as acting commissioner, taking it to a new level. Cannot wait for May 16th. Thank you very much, Joe.
Always a pleasure.
It is main event time here on the Lowdown, and there he is, the FSW Champ Tyshaun Prince, putting the title on the line once again here on the Lowdown, Disco.
Well, why not, right? I mean, like, we're trying to get people to watch this show. Let's put some quality matches. Let's have things on the, you know, put something up. Let's not have these non-title videos. That's my one of the biggest pet peeves in professional wrestling. Televised non-title matches. I mean, who always wins the televised non-title matches?
Generally not the champ.
Right. So it's like, we have something here. We're putting the title on the line, so we're creating some intrigue.
And he is taking on that man, Big Duke.
One of your personal favorites.
You know, Big Duke been on a roll here in FSW, getting some quality victories over guys like Cash and Cutler Wright.
Right.
And right now he's getting the opportunity of a lifetime where, you know, maybe what we consider the bigger shows, the main shows at Sam's Town and Mesquite. And Big Duke maybe can steal one tonight. You know, we saw Tyshaun Prince on High Octane, you know, battle it out a couple of weeks back and almost losing to Willie Mack.
Real quick. Let me say something real quick. Joey D needs to dress more appropriately at ringside. I mean, it looks like he's like, you know, like walking down the street, you know, like the Japanese tourists, you know, just taking pictures and stuff, you know, dressed like it's just like, you know.
Are you saying a jacket in 85-degree inside, indoors?
I think maybe that FSW needs to implement some type of like
Dress code.
dress code.
Yeah,
Perfect
that's
example.
a good idea, Disco.
It is, and maybe like have these guys dress like, make them appear a little bit more professional, like they're actually doing a job instead of like just like kind of like the paparazzi at ringside, just like taking pictures of
If
people.
more guys could look like your good buddy Johnny Ferrari,
Right?
we'd be in much better shape here. in
Johnny
FSW.
Ferrari's not my good buddy.
That's not what he tells everybody here when he comes and hangs out at FSW. That if it wasn't for Disco Inferno,
Right?
that we would have never known Johnny Ferrari here at the FSW.
It's true. It's absolute. That is true. I mean, well, there's nothing wrong with that. So what? So, since when did you correlate that into like maybe he's like his really good friend?
Well, that's what he
The guy's
said.
an associate. Okay. He's got a lot of interesting philosophies, and he is a good for these good poker hookup, and a pretty good poker player.
And that's most important.
Yeah.
I've
Kind
not
of a
seen him-
shy, shady guy,
very,
though,
very
right?
shady,
yeah,
yes.
yeah. I mean, like, well,
we got this nice clubmpt.com table. We should have a Friday night poker game, Disco.
I mean, understand, like Johnny Ferrari's the type of guy that maybe you want to get the the fingerprint on the contract. You're gonna get a signature verification, whatever.
He needs to buy those chips in advance, is what you're saying.
Yeah, I mean, there was a interesting. Sorry to get on a sidetrack here because as we watched Tyshaun pretty much roll over Big Duke here in the early stages of the match, which I don't think anybody would have doubted would happen in this contest. But in the Borgata, did you recently see the big chip scandal?
Yes, I did.
Okay, that's the type of thing that Johnny Ferrari I think might have been involved in.
I know he's got chips all over the place.
Yeah,
so you
right.
never know.
I'm like, what are those?
I don't know. I was
like-
wondering why they said Caesar's Palace on it.
Yeah, no wonder the guy wants to run his own poker tournament and play in it.
Oh, nice boot to the head.
Wow, what's
by,
going on here?
Big Duke. And
Oh,
once
my
again,
goodness.
this could be it. 1, 2.
Boy, this is this has been a problem with Tyshaun lately. Okay, he's
Dropping down to the competition, I guess you could say.
yeah, like playing down to their level. I just don't really understand what's going on.
Nice sidestep. And the clothesline by Tyshaun Prince helps shut down Big Duke, who
How's Tyshaun Prince's love life?
not too sure. He doesn't speak about it.
I mean, when things like this happen, maybe there's personal problems going on at home.
Well, he's got his own problems,
just
personal
trying-
issues with Sally, obviously.
He's obviously got the issues with Sally because it's based on Sally's reaction to Tyshaun's performance, which has been subpar. Now, my question is when a competitor at this level performs at a subpar level and there's no external visual reasons that we can surmise that maybe it's something that's going on behind the scenes.
Could be, but look at this. Off the top turnbuckle, and Tyshaun Prince catches Big Duke, and he's got a position at a huge power slam.
Wow. What strength. Big Duke's not a small guy either.
1, 2.
I'm going to bring something up. And this is sheer speculation, but hypothetically, what if Tyshaun Prince, I saw him at the sports book the other day.
That's right.
And, he had some tickets in his hand. And, what if, hypothetically speaking, that Tyshaun Prince has been on the wrong end of the plays these days, and maybe it's causing him a financial burden and psychologically affecting his performance.
That is definitely possible.
So you're saying that he has a gambling problem?
No, you're the one saying you see him all the time.
No,
in the
you
sports book
said
making
I
bets.
asked, and you said it's possible. Okay, which means that you're basically saying that you think Tyshaun Prince has a
Just
gambling
saying
problem.
that it is possible.
Okay, I'm going to ask him. So when I talk to him, I'm going to say, hey, what's the deal? Joe DeFalco says he got a gambling problem. He's telling everybody on television.
Well, he could probably look at the tapes and see that you were the one bringing it up about how you see him at the casino.
No, I brought it up as a hypothetical situation, okay? You, in turn, said it's possible, turning it into a realistic
I'm just
situation.
making everybody understand that there are personal issues, and you're talking about how you see him at the sports book.
Since we're talking about personal issues, how have you been doing at the sportsbook, Joe?
Not too much. I've been very busy, Disco, so I haven't had a chance to play a lot of poker or make some sports bets.
All right.
But they've been very infrequent. I haven't really been able to.
They've missed you at the sportsbook.
Yes, they have.
Yeah.
1, 2. But once again, Big Duke fighting hard and not get pinned by Tyshaun Prince. And Tyshaun is getting a little perturbed, it seems like.
Yeah, he's kind of really aggravated. The thing with Tyshaun is kind of instead of just continuing the assault, he's growing frustration. He's growing frustrated.
Right, we've never seen that in the past.
Yeah, where he's just kind of getting mad at the ref. I mean, a guy like him, a guy like Tyshaun Prince should never have to be in a situation where the ref is going to accept blame for anything that goes on. He should just wipe these guys out without the help of the referee.
Absolutely, or the help of Sally, and it seems like Sally's getting more involved, and sometimes it's backfiring.
And it's like Tyshaun's not really asking for the help, you know? Like I think Tyshaun thinks that he's got this, but Sally, like us, sees probably what we see, and that's a decline in performance from Tyshaun.
You know, obviously, sometimes you get a little lackluster. He has been the most dominant wrestler in FSW history.
Right.
As we were coming up on our 5-year anniversary. And
First of all, what is he doing on the ring apron right now? Tyshaun was in complete control of this match. Now, what on earth is he distracting him for? He says he's got this. I don't know what's his problem. Oh my goodness!
And the big boot
connects.
1, 2, 3.
Oh my God! 2.999, Joe.
And in that situation, you got to blame Sally Disco.
Yeah, what was he doing? He allowed Big Duke time to recover.
There is just no chemistry going on right now between Sally and
No,
Tyshaun Prince.
there is chemistry, and it's very bad.
Pay attention, let's go!
As Big Duke.
Look at this. Are you kidding? Big Duke is getting gifted a shot to beat Tyshaun Prince for the title right now.
And he's trying to fire clothesline after clothesline, getting the crowd behind him here at the FSW Arena. But look at this.
He just ran right into the Big Bang Theory.
He got caught. 1, 2, 3.
There it is. Wow.
And despite maybe not Tyshaun Prince at 100%, he was still able to overcome Big Duke.
Yeah.
The 3-touchdown underdog almost squeaked out a victory.
It was a 62.5-point underdog, Joe, and he almost won. You don't ever see that, do you?
It happens very rarely,
Yeah,
Disco. And there it is, Tyshaun and Sally not on the same page. And as we all know, Sally seems to think that all the blame belongs to Tyshaun Prince, but I got to believe Sally is part of the problem also.
It's a major part of the problem. He's not really getting through to Tyshaun right now. The motivation's not working. There we go.
And there it is, Tyshaun Prince, main event here on the Lowdown, victorious once again.